Curaçao, the island of countless beaches, colorful buildings and beautiful nature. Half of my family lives on this incredible island, but I haven't been here in over 15 years. It's time to reconnect with my roots, and I'll take you guys with me on this amazing adventure. We booked our flight with KLM. Sasha had a little surprise for me because he upgraded us from economy to business class. I had never flown with business class before, so I filmed a lot for you guys. Not too much because it was quite awkward, but still a lot. We got this cute little toilet bag thing, so I decided to make a small what's in my bag video. The bag contained a sleeping mask, a peppermint, a toothbrush, socks and these small little lotions and toothpaste in containers. Everything you would need on an almost 10-hour flight. And as soon as everyone was seated, we all got champagne. Cheers to that. Well, let's take a look at the menus, shall we? The starter was salmon-filled pasta shells, served with Amsterdam onions, Laveage cream, pickles and a tarragon dressing. For the main course I chose a tom kha kai beef curry, and for dessert we could choose between a small cheese platter or a caramel cake. I chose the cheese because I'm extra, but I forgot to make a video of it. Was really good though. Also, planes have Wi-Fi now, how did I not know about this? 3 movies and a hamburger snack later, we landed in Curaçao and got these cute little Dutch gin-filled houses. When you choose one, the flight attendant tells you the story of the real building that the small house is modeled after. During our time in Curaçao, we stayed at the Mangrove Beach Corendon Curaçao all-inclusive resort Curio by Hilton, which is a mouthful. But everyone just calls it the Corendon Hotel. It's located in the Otrabanda quarter, and it's just a 10-minute walk away from the center of Willemstad and the shopping area Riv Fort. The hotel has a private beach called Mangrove Beach. It is right next to Curaçao's cruise ship pier. So almost every day we saw these enormous ships. One even had some kind of roller coaster and a water park on it. That reminds me, Corendon Hotel also has its very own water park. But more about that later. In the buffet restaurants you can eat breakfast, lunch and dinner. In the morning there's a chef that makes a custom omelette just for you. And in the evening you can ask the chef to make a custom pasta. And you can drink as much as you want. But you don't need to eat at the buffet restaurant every day. The resort has multiple other restaurants. All inclusive, of course. Are you hungry between the opening times of the restaurants? No problem. At the beach you can eat all kinds of snacks all day long. I might have had more chicken nuggets than I'm willing to confess.
I give you as much information as possible. I like to tell people, think of me as a black Dr. Phil, but on tourism. Let's go with that, yeah.
On our first full day, we went on an island tour, and our first stop was the Hato Cave. Other than what you would expect, to reach this cave you have to walk up 49 steps, instead of going down. You are not allowed to film most of the cave, except for the last 2 rooms. My niece told me that our ancestors from our grandmother's side used to hide in this cave from the colonizers. It was so eye-opening to learn more about the history of this island. After Hato Cave, we went to the northwestern side of the island, which is called Pandabao. It took almost 40 minutes to get to our next destination, Playa Grande, aka the beach with the turtles. Okay, and this is how it really went. This beach was by far the most buzzy beach we visited during our entire vacation. It was absolute madness. All I wanted was to make a cute little turtle video, but all I got was a lot of shots with other people in it. And there was this guy on the pier which was slicing that fish with a big butcher knife, and he threw this into the water to attract the turtles. This is the moment where I realized that some of that fish had touched my skin. What is even happening? So we decided to go to the other side of the beach, far away from the caves, and wait there for the tour bus to bring us to the next location. This is Playa Porto Mari. On the internet it says you can swim with pigs here, but we didn't see any. On this beach you can either pay $3.50 for a beach chair and enjoy the sun, or you can be more adventurous and go scuba diving or snorkeling. We chose the first option. At the restaurant next to the beach you have this amazing view over the vast ocean. We ate an Americano sandwich and a hamburger. There's also this art workshop where you can make your own souvenir. After a few hours of sunbathing, the bus driver drove us back to our hotel. But on the way back we spotted some wild flamingos and everyone on the bus got out to get a better view. The perfect ending for this amazing tour. The next day we decided to rent a car so we could see more of the island. We came across this big shopping mall called Sembil. The whole place looked and felt very American. In here you can find a lot of popular international brands. And whatever this is. It also has a bowling alley, a cinema and a food court. And in one of the shops I found the perfect outfit for our next activity. On Curaçao they have beautiful sunsets almost every day. And that's why we made sure to include the sunset tour on our vacation schedule. We embarked on this party boat from Eri Tours, with an open bar of course. On board they told us that the waves were too high to be on the ocean right away, so we went through the Spanish waters first. The villas that we saw there were amazing. We even saw a pirate ship at some point. Shortly before the sun would set, we sailed to the open ocean. It is incredible to see how fast the sun sets here. It was truly one of the highlights of our trip. Something we really wanted to see was Boca National Park. It covers more than 10 kilometers of the island's rugged northern coast. This hike took us longer than we expected, so don't make the same mistakes that we did. Make sure to wear comfortable shoes and to bring sunscreen. Believe me, you're gonna need it. The park's most famous attraction is Boca Tabla, a cave where the sea is pushed up by the northeast trade wind. Unfortunately, the cave was closed when we were there, but the view from up here was already really impressive. On our hike to our next site, we came across this area. It was really cool to see all the names and messages that people had left throughout the years. Our next stop was Baca Wandomi, better known as the Natural Bridge. To get the best view, you have to walk down these slippery stairs. It was a bit scary, but the view more than makes up for it. It's also very windy here, so I had my very own Marilyn Monroe moment. The Boca National Park is right next to the Cristofel Park, which is the location of the highest point of Curaçao, the Cristofelberg. I really wanted to hike up this mountain, but Sasha didn't want to do it, which made me very sad. Maybe next time. After seeing all the rock art throughout the park, I also wanted to leave my mark, so I chose a nice rock and put it on another rock. Now let's hope it will stay like that forever. The way to Boca Calqui was very adventurous. We hoped we would see some cute crabs, but they were hidden very well. So we went on, and then we finally arrived at my personal highlight of the day, Boca Pistol. These rocks are shaped in such a way that when a big wave comes in, the water just shoots into the air. We had a lot of fun here. And my day wasn't complete till I recreated this moment from the Iron Man movie. You know what I'm talking about. After that hike we had worked up quite an appetite. Luckily we had a reservation at the Cor and Don barbecue restaurant. The menu on the website turned out to be a little bit outdated, but that was okay. This was the starter. We were not entirely sure what was in it, but it tasted good. We also got a salad on the side. But the main dish, it was glorious. I believe this was seriously the best barbecue experience I have had in my entire life. And we topped it off with this cute little dessert. And then we went to bed. On Sunday, we decided not to leave the resort at all and just have a very relaxing day. After laying on the beach for a while, we went in for a couples massage. We chose the deep tissue massage, which was intense. And with our muscles properly warmed up, we went to the water park of the resort. Let's go through all the slides together, shall we? For dinner, we ate at the sushi restaurant of the hotel. The starter was a simple soup, and for the main course you could choose beforehand which kind of sushi you wanted. Dessert was this cake with white chocolate. I would call that a very successful relaxation day.
Attention please. Fire has been reported in the building. Please leave the building immediately by the nearest exit. Attention please. Fire has been reported in the building. Please leave the building immediately by the nearest exit.
Luckily, this was a false alarm. And it was also a very efficient way to get out of bed early, because we had a full schedule planned for today. One of the things I remember most from visiting Curaçao as a little kid is the sea aquarium. So I really wanted us to visit this location again. In here they have all kinds of sea life, like sharks, but they also have flamingos. Both of them you can feed at certain times of the day. You can also visit the Dolphin Academy and learn more about dolphins and how they are trained. Close to the sea aquarium you can find the most famous beach on the island, Mambo Beach. Well, it's not only a beach, it's also a boulevard. There are a lot of small restaurants and shops where you can go to. There is also a pool, but most people prefer the ocean. After seeing and learning so much about sea life, it was only appropriate to make a reservation at the seafood restaurant. This restaurant is literally built over water, so it was very windy. We started our dinner with blue Curaçao, of course. Then we had a seafood soup, bread with different kinds of dips, and fried shrimps. As main course we both chose the red snapper, which was delicious. And the chocolate cake to finish the day. The last day has arrived. We packed all our stuff and I did a final check to make sure that we didn't forget anything in our room. Then we walked to the open-air mall, Reconnect. On the way we met these wild dogs. They looked kind of cute, but to be sure we walked around them. Reconnect is an old military base that is transformed into a shopping mall and dining destination. We tried our luck in the casino and we actually got lucky.
Is het goed?
Ik weet niet of dit $7,20 is of $72.
Nee,
Zo te zien $72.
dat is nice.
For lunch we ate that pancake sensation. I got a pancake with tomato, onion and bacon. We wanted to walk to Willemstad, but the bridge was actually open, so we had to wait a few minutes. Then, when the ship had passed, the bridge closed again and we could walk to the other side. Willemstad is also known for its vibrant street art, so make sure to look around when you are visiting this bright city. That was our amazing trip to the wonderful island Curaçao. So many precious memories were made here, and I will make sure to visit again soon. Thank you all so much for joining us and see you in the next adventure.